What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gran Scheme. This is Gran Kahonu here, smoking it down with another Alliance War video. This time, FeNoMeN is going up against FeNoMeN TT. It's a 12.7 million alliance with a 2755 war rating, and FeNoMeN is currently a 13.3 million alliance with a 2787 war rating. Before joining war, I'm going to spectate in Battle Group 2 just to check out who the boss is, who is on my path, since we can now see the class of the champions. Of course, there's an Awakened Dormammu as the boss. I run path 1, which is far left side or top side. I've got a Cosmic Champion there, Dare Flash 7. A Mutant Champion on the next node, and then a Mystic on a Enhanced Poison node. So apparently they're not going for that poison effectiveness there, but Martial Mastery as well. We've got another Mystic up top on Power Gain and Debilitate. Debuff effects last 100% longer. Thinking Dormammu there. We've got a skill on the Unblockable Special 1, which is probably Agent Venom. And then a Mystic on the Martial Mastery and Stupefy. A few options there. Anyway, I'm going to take in the same team as last time. Magic, Ronin, and Hulk. We have a plus 155 critical rating with Hulk. And taking this team because I'm still running Suicides, and I've got at least the poison immunity there. So we're going to go left to portal number 12 and port over to A. And hit the first node here. Quick Shot has already advanced me, so he saved me some energy. I'm anticipating that this Cosmic Champion is going to be a Hyperion. Enhanced Fury buff, or Enhanced Fury node. I know Cosmics, we're going to see them more often now with the whole diversity thing, but I'm still anticipating at this point, at least, it's going to be Hyperion. So we're going to go in with Magic. It is Hyperion. I thought about bringing Hulk, but since I figured it was Hyperion, I thought I could just get it done quick enough that I wasn't going to sacrifice too much health off of Magic. And that is the case here. So 3 full combos, plus a couple hits here to finish him off. And easily done, and not much health lost, no specials used, so we're still in good shape. After this fight, I've still got 4 energy, so I burned 3 of that 4 energy to get to my next fight. 1 to the portal, 1 through the portal, and then 1 to the fight. And this node is a Mutant Champion. Some new buff, or a new buff here for this node. This is Enhanced Crits, and the new buff is Enhanced Critical Buff. And so the Enhanced Crits raises the crit rate and crit damage, the base crit rate and crit damage of the champion. The enhanced crit buffs increase the effectiveness of any precision or cruelty buffs that the champion gets. So I was fairly certain this was Nightcrawler. I faced him here last time, but he gets precision and cruelty, and so he fits nicely on this node. Had a little bit of trouble getting him to switch modes and got clipped there one time, but I got him to switch there. But then you see cruelty buff pop up, and then right here a precision buff pop up. So those 2 nodes is what that new node buff is boosting. And so if I were to get hit while he had the cruelty and the precision buffs up, then he would have done some significant damage on my Hulk. Luckily he doesn't get me. Able to throw that L2 for almost 18,000 damage and finish off Nightcrawler. After this fight, just 1 energy left, so I'm going to burn that to get to the portal. And then it's wait time. Come back in a few hours, and Quick Shot has cleared me through the portal, so that is 1 free energy there. I've got 4 left. I'm going to try to conserve it, so I'm going to use 1 of the energy right here to get to the fight. This is a Mystic Champion on, again, an Enhanced Poison node. I'm not anticipating poison here. That's not why I brought Hulk as a poison immune. It's because I'm running Suicides. But it is a Mystic, and so Hulk is going in for class advantage. I'm not sure who to expect, but it turns out to be a 4-star Juggernaut. Parry and 1 hit while he's got Unstoppable. Otherwise, the parry and the 5-hit combo. I'm not trying to intercept him here. Not going to mess with that. I just want to keep in close quarters and try to maintain that power. You notice his power meter did just jump when my Fury expired, so he does have Mystic Dispersion. So I'm trying to bait this special out without triggering dexterity, and it wasn't working, so instead I parried and then just stood there with my block down until he came out of the parry, and then I would either dash back to avoid a heavy or parry a special, or rather parry a regular attack. But it did work to get him to throw his parry, and I'm rambling. Here, I didn't use the L3, I just figured I'm going to finish him off with a combo and hold that L3 for an emergency. If he got to his L3 and I didn't quite finish him off with that combo, I would have thrown my L3 to finish him. At that point, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to burn the energy that I have. I waited for all sparks to get to the portal so that I had 5 energy total. It was getting late at night. I wanted to get this lane done before going to bed. So burn 1 getting across the portal. And then the remaining 4 are going to get me to that last champion on this path. This Mystic champion is Power Gain and Debilitate. I'm anticipating Dormammu here, and so I do something I typically wouldn't do, that is to heal up Hulk. For the reason is that if it were Dormammu, and it's not, but if it were Dormammu, then the Furies on Hulk could have proved detrimental with the degeneration that he inflicts. Anyway, it is magic again. Suicide's on this champion, so boost on the defender rating, but it's a big help to me when she does throw her specials, if she ever will. I'm trying the same method that I used with Juggernaut, just leaving my defenses down right after I parry her and hoping that she'll try to get that special in, but she doesn't fall for that. She does end up using it of her own accord. Get some limbo damage, but no problem there. I just need to get to the L2. She's just under half health, and with Suicides, her health is lower. She's still losing 72 health per tick on the Liquid Courage, so if I can just get to that L2 and smack her like that, 19,000 crit damage, the L2 finish her off. And so magic is down. Now this one was a bit of a surprise. Again, I mentioned earlier, Enhanced Special 1 cannot be blocked for a skill. Most of the time this is Punisher, and that's who I was anticipating on this note. So I bring in Ronan for some buffer on the health, and it turns out to be Punisher. It's surprising because you don't really have a problem evading. It's not hard to evade his L1. I mean, you just have to evade the punch. Just the punch, and then block. Now, I can evade the whole thing, but there's about 30% of the time that I fail. And if I fail, that bleed damage from his L1 is catastrophic, and so I didn't even want to chance it. Decide I'm just going to block it every time and take the block damage. But this block damage does add up. Remember, I had full health going in here. I lost some at the beginning from Double Edge, the bleed there from Double Edge. I'm not going to use Suicide, so there's no recoil damage, a tiny bit of parry damage, but the rest is all block damage from this L1. I'm not going to let him get to his L2 because that one is gonna do more damage when I block it, and you do have to block it. I don't know how to evade that thing fully yet, or if it's possible. But baiting out that L1 each time, and then blocking it and countering. Now I do mess up here. I'm going to bait out this L1, and what I should have done is bait out one more L1, because you can see right there he's at L1, but I see that his health is almost gone, and I throw the L3. Got a perfect bonus, 20% damage bonus, which doesn't really matter at all because he was already at 0 health. And of course his Endure kicks in, and he's at L2. And then I try to get a hit off there, and he throws his L2, and I take the block damage. And I should have just stood back and blocked and kept away from him until the Endure wore off, and then hit him while he was blocking to finish him off like I did there. But I mean, you can see Ronan has lost just over 50% of his health, and most of that has been just block damage. So, but we got through it. The last one, the Stupefy node and Martial Mastery. Just going to go in with Hulk here against a Mystic. Turns out to be Mordo, which is fine with me. Wait for this parry just about to expire, and then go in for the combo. You can see also he's got Suicides, so he is losing here about 200, what is that, 250 points HP per tick on the Suicides, so that is wonderful. He's just bleeding out right in front of me, and so get to L2, finish him off. And didn't probably even need to use the L2, but that was a very easy fight. Anyway, that was me for the night. I was done for the evening, went to bed, came back the next day, burned some energy to get to the mini-boss, an unawakened 5-star Mordo, 28,230 on the PI and 140,000 just about health. I'm going to go ahead and throw on an advanced power boost. This node is a power gain and special 2 bias node, so he's going to get to that L2 pretty quickly. And so if I can start magic with an L1, then she should get there about the same time he does. And this is the second war in a row I've used this, and I think this is probably the best place that I've seen to use it when you've got that. When you're running a magic, you're not going to be able to beat them to L2. And if she can start at L1, she's amazing. Get there and just power lock pretty quickly. Of course, I power locked him, and he threw his L1, which put him at just about 0 power. And then after that, there's no trouble at all maintaining and controlling his power meter. Get a few intercepts in here, and take a little bit of block damage, but nothing significant. I'd almost rather block Mordo at times than try to parry him, because although I can time the counter attack on the parry, there's sometimes he still mess up, you end up taking that degen damage, so it's safer sometimes to block. But a couple more intercepts here, another L2, and Mordo is toast. So we finished our entire line. We've used one health potion, which probably wasn't necessary since it wasn't a Dormammu on that node. But the boss is still linked, so we got to come back in about 3.5 hours, and Dormammu is finally open. I'm the first one to get a shot at him. It's a 5-star Dormammu, awakened, 276,000 health. True Strike, Stun Immunity, Adaptive are the buffs there. I'm going to use the Combat Regeneration boost. Regenerates 15% health over 25 seconds at the beginning of the fight. It's the first time I've used this boost, but I wanted to try it out to see how it keeps up with the double edge of the suicides for magic. Also going to throw on a 10% health and attack boost. And we're going to start the fight, and notice when we do start that this regeneration boost is doing okay, but it's still not enough to keep up with that double edge and liquid courage. We're losing 166 per tick on the health, and we're gaining 153. So it's almost even there with that particular mastery setup that I'm running, but not quite. So here I decided I'm going to try to bait out his L1, and I get caught in my dash back. So just go ahead and push him up to L3 and throw my L2. It's going to push him back to his L2. I'm thinking I'm probably going to need to evade this thing, which I do mess up on quite a bit. But I get lucky. He doesn't use the L2, took a little block damage, but I'm back at my L2, which allows me to drain him some more and keep him power locked. But then, watch this. Dexterity triggers with, or the crit rate, whatever that is. Precision triggers with the dexterity buff. I get the degeneration, and I'm just keeping an eye on that, thinking, oh, I need to get this L2 off before I die. I tried it, and it just wasn't quick enough, and she was KO'd about halfway through that L2. But everything's okay, because I've still got Hulk. He's just going to get stronger. He can do some damage here. So go in, smack him, come into the intercept, and 5-hit combo, and Hulk smashed. That was painful. I was going to quit there, but decided, I've got Ronan. Yes, he's class advantage, but Dormammu's going to be getting some buffs on him throughout this fight because of that adaptive. So Ronan's going to get stronger. We can at least take a little bit of health off of this guy. Some damage, parry, 1, 2, Ronan's down. Talk about a pathetic end to a pretty solid Alliance War run. I was not too happy for that. Anyway, we did win this war 100%. Exploration 3 boss clears. I managed for the first time since being in for Loki to get the MVP, but it's really not something to brag about considering it was the easiest lane. But anyway, it's all good. Maybe they'll get this Alliance War figured out. Guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll have more videos coming out soon. Until then, this is Gran smoking it down. Catch you later.